If you think your mother-in-law is bad, mine invited an unaliver to my wedding. This story is actually insane and a reminder to always trust your gut on things. My husband was never really close with his mom. He was raised by his dad and his stepmom, so before we got engaged, I'd actually only met her like 2 or 3 times. Every time I met her, she had been really nice and really fun. Definitely not somebody that has the best decision-making skills, but I never had an issue with her. But then we started planning the wedding and a different side of her came out, one that I could have never expected. Keep in mind, I was not close to this woman. Before I got engaged, never spoke to her on the phone. Suddenly, she's calling me every day, sometimes twice a day, to complain about things about the wedding. She hates everything. She hates my dress, she hates the venue, she hates the flowers, she hates the day that it's on, and she wants me to change all of it. And it is on one of these many phone calls when she asks if she can invite somebody to our wedding. So my husband has a stepbrother. They have never gotten along. I've actually only met him once and I got very bad vibes from him. They are basically no contact. He's just always getting into trouble, doing bad things, really aggressive every time he's at a family event. Just not a very good person, if you know what I'm saying. I was like, yeah, girl, that is not happening. I'm sorry, just because your family does not mean you get an auto invite to a wedding. We don't talk to this man. He gives us both bad vibes. He's not gonna be there. But she throws an absolute fit about this. She's like, everyone in the family is gonna be wondering why he's not there. This is horrible. You have to invite him. And at this point, my husband and I are just so exhausted with everything that she's been hounding us about. So we give in, which was a mistake in hindsight. We should have really stood our ground. But we're like, you know what? He can come. Just make sure that he is seen but not heard. And I think that's the end of it until she calls me a week later and doesn't ask, but tells me that my husband's stepbrother is going to be staying with us in our home during the wedding. I was like, excuse me? No, he is not. He is not going to be doing that. And she starts giving me this sob story. She's like, there's no more room in our hotel room. And he can't afford his own hotel room. And he has nowhere to stay and nowhere to go. And he doesn't know what he's going to do. And I was like, well, he doesn't have to come then. I didn't want him there anyway. My husband didn't want him there anyway. Like, stay home. And I saw the look in my sweet, empathetic husband's eyes. He was about to give in. He was about to say yes. So I was like, sorry, we're breaking up. I got to call you back. Hung up.